Alright, so this is a 2010 Chevy Equinox. The seat quit working altogether. So I replaced the switch here and thinking that was the culprit, but it was still blowing this number 30 fuse right here, which is for the seat. So I figure it's one of the motors. I tried to hot wire it, didn't work. You know, like a lot of seats, you can take a power probe to it, move it back and forth to get the seat out. But this one you can't. I don't know what the deal is. So my only option was to buy another seat. But the issue is there's two bolts here that are 50 Torx, and then the front here just hooks in. Well, I couldn't get to these Torx because the seat was too far back. So I had to move the seat, wasn't able to. So a little trick for you. Nobody had this on the internet, so I just kind of had to wing it. Basically, you have to take these 4 bolts off here, which are going to be T40s, or no, T45s. So you take these 4 bolts off here, and that actually separates the seat from the seat frame. Once you pull the seat out, which is pretty easy, you probably need at least a 3/8 drive, something heavy that'll impact these out. Once you get it out, this is your motor for putting the seat back and forth. So since I'm replacing the seat with a used one, which this is actually the used one, so this is a good one, actually rip this out, which is just a cord that goes to this motor that spins the track back and forth. So I rip this out. Then you take, I got a DeWalt SQ, so square number 2, and I actually put it in there to move the track back and forth so I could get to that bolt. So as you see over here, that's what we did. This is the old one here. And I got a wobble socket, a 1/4-inch wobble socket to put on my 1/4-inch ratchet. And you definitely want to do this with a battery powered ratchet because it will take forever. So you stick that in there by hand. Once you feel it go in, then you go lefty loosey, righty tighty. So each side has to be different. Now if you're trying to save this, then you need to do it a little bit at a time. You know, this one's going to be righty tighty to move it forward. This one's going to be lefty loosey to move it forward. So you do a little bit at a time, you know, so you don't bend this stuff. But with this, I'm replacing it all, so it don't matter. So I was able to move it forward enough to get those 50mm bolts out. Took the bolts out, and then just takes the T30 to take the seatbelt piece off, and then you're good to go. Now you put your new one in and hope that it's not any other further wiring issues. I'm pretty sure that it was just the motor messing everything up, because this wiring doesn't look bad. So I'm gonna put the other one in, see if it works. But